Hello everybody, and today I just wanted to share my new purchase, which is the new Macbook Pro 16-inch. So, been really excited to unveil this. So, the last MacBook I had for the last 2 years, and I think it's really important, one, you reward yourself, but also as an entrepreneur and business owner, like, you spend a lot of time on your computer, so you need to make sure that you've got the best tools to do the job. And so I'm a big believer in always enjoying the fruits of your labour, but also for business itself, like, it's really important that you get the right tools to do the job. So I'm a big fan of Apple, and Apple and Google are the two things that we operate our business on. So we use Google Apps for Business, and we use all Apple MacBooks. So I've got all my team on the new MacBook Airs, and by myself I just thought I would unveil, bit geeky I suppose, but like this, the 16-inch MacBook Pro. So the last one I had was a 13-inch, this one's a 16-inch, so I was concerned about like the weight and the durability of like being able to carry it around all of the time, but it seems, apparently it's like probably really similar weight to the 13-inch one anyway, but obviously the screen's a lot bigger. This one I went for was the we went for the 2.3 gigahertz 8 core, so it's got the Intel Core i9, 16 gig and 1 terabyte of SSD memory as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting this started. So I'm in a dilemma: do I transfer everything that's on my current MacBook onto this one, or do I start this fresh? Because like, you end up like downloading loads of files, loads of bits of data that you probably don't need to store on your MacBook. So I'm probably tempted just to start like this one from scratch again. But I'm really excited. So another thing that I did was why I bought the MacBook, but before I fancied getting the MacBook, obviously I could just go into the shop and buy one. But I thought, no, like, I keep trying to practice delayed gratification, and obviously when you get more successful in business and you make more money, you can pretty much buy what you want. But I think it's still important to get back to what got you there. So what I did was I put myself a mini target in terms of a couple of client wins that we wanted to get. And then with that, I thought I'll reward myself with a MacBook. So I was previously going to purchase this about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I waited until now, until I actually did my target. And then now I've got the new MacBook. So this one's got the actual thumbprint, fingerprint recognition to turn on, which is quite cool. And it's actually got the touch bar, which will light up once the computer loads up, which I thought was quite cool as well, because it actually saves time, like switching between apps and time. As you get more and more successful, time is money, and it's very hard to get your time back. So any little shortcuts on how I can operate and work on a day-to-day basis on the computer and MacBook itself,
English is the main language. Press the return key. Is
quite important. So yeah, that was the new MacBook Pro. I actually did, I got a little bit of a deal in the Apple shop as well. The guy was really nice. Went to the store in Newcastle, and it was actually turned out to be the manager. So we had a good chat about football and what I did, and he actually gave me a little bit of a discount, which was cool because I bought a few things from them in the past. So the discount actually gave me the chance to get the MacBook Pro leather sleeve case, which again, I've never used a case before, but this is the case. So it was £199, but what happened with the discount that I got, it actually paid for the sleeve. So I think the discount over on the laptop itself, it worked out that this pretty much paid for it. So it's like quite a cool little sleeve, I thought. So because this is quite, it's not heavy, but it's still obviously bigger than a 13-inch. But I think to protect it, because obviously the laptop itself I think cost £2,799, so that's what $3,500 give or take. So it's a lot of money for a machine. But like I said, I'm gonna be using this every day. Let's see how this gets in. It's like quite a snug fit. It's in. So yeah, quite cool. Got the little Apple symbol on there. So yeah, so that was my new MacBook Pro. So takeaways from this was actually when I first started business, and we actually started, the first laptop I started with was a Google Chromebook, which was around about £170, $250, and I started with that and just used the Google apps. And then what I started to realise was like the machine wasn't powerful enough to do everything that we needed to do, especially when you're recording videos or opening lots of tabs, sending lots of messages, running email campaigns, etc. So then I think the second, I think the 4th month, once we'd done, me and my brother, we'd done a few deals, we treated ourselves to a MacBook. So the first Apple Mac we had, Dan actually brought in his old iMac, which was about 7 years old. So he had like the big screen in the office and just had that. And then we ended up, after we targeted ourselves to do some deals and bought money in the bank first. So I didn't splash out on all these luxuries when I first started, is a story. So if you are looking to start your own agency, don't start splashing out almost £3,000 or $3,500 on a MacBook Pro, because you don't need that to start up with. You want to keep that cash when you start up. You can literally do it with a Chromebook for around, like I said, £170. You can start with Google Apps for Business, which is I think like £5–10 a month, which gives you all the tools you need in terms of Google Docs, spreadsheets, and obviously email campaigns, email sending service, and your Google Calendar. And that's all you really need to get started. But as your business evolves, like I said, we're in business. I'm in to grow my business, obviously to give me, yes, a great lifestyle, provide a fantastic service for clients, number one. Make sure I look after my employees and staff is number two. So as long as they're getting looked after for, when obviously they're getting paid well, they're enjoying what they're doing, they love the environment that they work in, and they're happy overall, and they're personally growing and progressing themselves, then obviously if the business after that is doing really well and it can provide me with the lifestyle that I want and choose, brilliant. That's what we're in business for. That's an entrepreneurial lifestyle to me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear in your comments what your thoughts, Apple MacBooks, or are you guys or girls Windows operators? I'm not really a big fan of Microsoft. I love Apple. Big fan of Steve Jobs. Watched a lot of his documentaries and read a couple of his books. That guy was like hard as nails in terms of his work ethic, drive, his expectation level, but that's what got him to where he got to, and Apple is still testament to everything that Steve Jobs has done in the past. So yeah, I'm excited to get this set up and get going. I just thought I would share that little quick win with you. So like I said, we won a couple of clients which were worth a good amount of money to the business, and it's always important to still set yourself goals. Yes, I could have walked in the shop and bought the laptop straight away without having to do anything else because I already had the money. But I try and always have those goals to achieve, because it's setting those habits for yourself, like the trigger mechanism in your brain to obviously when you're installing a habit. I taught this actually with my team about 3–4 months ago in a talk I did to them around how you install the habits. So it takes the best part of like 60 days really to install a habit, and what you need to do is start step by step and have the trigger mechanism is when something goes in your head, you might want to start a sprint session, or you might need to make a certain amount of phone calls. Once you do it, you need to put a reward at the end of it. So that reward might be, I'm going to make myself a nice freshly brewed coffee. The next thing might be, I might enjoy a little snack, or you might buy a certain thing if it's a bigger target. So it's important to put those rewards and keep training that muscle all of the time. Instead of me thinking I can just go out and buy anything I want, that's when like a lot of unhappiness sinks in as well, because when you feel like you can just buy anything you want and do anything you want, then you have no focus and no true meaning of life. So it's always important to keep controlling the things that you want to get. You want to work for it, because ever since a young age, when I was 14, I was doing 2 paper rounds. So when I wanted to get money to buy, it was like Premier League football stickers or magazines or little thing or a game that was in at the time, like when I was playing on my PlayStation, like it would be doing extra paper rounds like to get that reward, or I would even go like at home to my mum and say, can I cut the grass for £3-4 or whatever it was. I was always trying to make that little bit of money, and then that set off the trigger mechanism for me to get the reward. So I'm trying to still keep that ingrained as the success levels go up and the money that you make increases. Obviously I still want to maintain and try and keep a little bit grounded as well. So hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm really trying to grow this channel, and obviously showing you a lot more and spending a lot more time showing you behind the scenes of what I do as a business owner and entrepreneur in a recruitment agency lifestyle. And let me know your comments on what type of machine are you using in terms of your laptop. What was the first one you started off with? So hope you found the video useful, and I will catch you. Hi, thanks for watching today's video. If you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe the button with Entrepreneur James so you keep up to date with all of the updated videos. If you've got any questions or comment, I'd love to hear from you, so please drop a comment in Entrepreneur James below, and we'll look to answer those on a weekly Q&A video. Keep an eye out for any future videos that we'll be posting. I'll be popping a video in here probably every 1 to 2 days. Thank you.